In a hot and dry land, there was a cruel king named Kogo. He was tall and strong, with many scars from fights. His eyes were cold and sharp, like an animal hunting for food. King Kogo was not kind, he ruled with fear, and everyone was afraid of him. The people in his kingdom were simple and hardworking. They farmed, made things, and traded goods. They lived in small villages, always afraid of the king and his guards. These guards were black and carried sharp spears, reminding everyone of the king's power. Every family had suffered because of King Kogo. He took their food, their homes, and sometimes even their loved ones. The villagers lived in constant fear, never knowing when the king's wrath would fall upon them. But even with all the fear, there was a small hope for change. People whispered about standing up to the king, wanting a better life without fear. They met in secret, sharing stories of their suffering and dreaming of a day when they could live in peace. This is where my story begins. I lived in a small village with my family. We worked hard every day, but it was never enough. The king's guards would come and take most of our harvest, leaving us with barely enough to survive. One night, under the bright moon, the king's guards came to our home. They accused my brother of stealing from the king. I knew my brother was innocent, but the guards didn't care. They took him away, and my family was left in tears. I couldn't just stand by and do nothing. I decided to follow the guards to the king's palace. I knew it was dangerous, but I had to try and save my brother. I snuck through the dark streets, keeping a safe distance from the guards. The palace was a huge, scary place, but I found a small, hidden entrance that I remembered from when I was a child. Inside the palace, I heard the king's voice. It was cold and harsh, sending shivers down my spine. He was talking to my brother, but it was clear he didn't care about the truth. King Kogo enjoyed making people suffer. I watched from my hiding spot as the king's eyes gleamed with a chilling delight. He laughed, a sound that made my heart race with fear, and ordered his guards to take my brother away. I knew what that meant, my brother would never come back. That night, I made a promise to myself. I would find a way to expose King Kogo's cruelty and free my people from his rule. I started talking to other villagers, listening to their stories and gathering evidence of the king's wrongdoings. Slowly, more people joined me, and we formed a secret group to plan our resistance. We met in hidden places, always careful not to be caught. We shared information